Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to another episode of TechNodeFirmaCraft. So, the base is looking a lot different than it was in the last episode, and that's because I did a little bit of live streaming in between episodes, and we got quite a bit of stuff done. I also did a little bit more play after the live stream, and got a whole bunch more stuff above and beyond that. So first off, I utilized a few of our tools and went ahead and made some more nice things for our house. I've got just a regular door now. I've got chests all over the place. Made some tool racks so that I can hang my tools, and speaking of that, I've got some stuff that I need to hang up here. So I've got my extra pickaxe, and I'm going to hang up my saw, as well as the chisel. And I'm going to hang the chisel over here by the copper hammer. So the other thing, I had gotten my crafting grid larger here, and you'll notice it's smaller again. And the reason for that is very simple. I died. So I actually died twice. I was up to 32 lives, and I'm back down to 30. And what happened is I was exploring, trying to find additional foodstuffs, new wood, things like that, and I was walking around looking at some of the interesting terrain that I found, and I was looking at this. It's an exposed cave system. There's nothing above it, and I came up along the side to look in, turned around and started walking back and fell off of the edge. And so then I went back to get my stuff, and I got there in the middle of the night, and I was running away from mobs and fighting a spider, and I got over here, I was walking backwards, fighting a spider, and I fell into this ravine. So I went back, got all of my stuff, and it's kind of a crummy deal. I lost a couple of lives, but I did find a lot of stuff. As you can see, I have explored a very large area of the map now. Every one of these dots indicates some type of an ore deposit, so I have copper twice there. I'm not sure why I have that, but there must be a lot of copper in that area there. I got some bismuth, magnetite. Somewhere around here there is some coal. Limonite, platinum. That's the bismuth that is around our copper mine. Here's the coal. So this is just a tiny bit away from our copper mine. This is lignite coal. And then somewhere up here, I'm not sure where it was. There's a spot up here that I found some bituminous coal. Might have been here by that hematite. No, it was right here. This is the bituminous coal, and this is the lignite coal. So we can get quite a bit of coal right in that area. Both of those are exposed veins. Also here, just a little bit away from the base, I have a hole in the ground now that I am searching for some magnetite and bituminous coal. So that's something we'll have to look for. We have limonite here, more bismuth. There were some horses here. I wanted to make sure that I kept track of those. Here I have iron and saltpeter, and that is actually exposed iron. It's, I think, magnetite. But I mined a little bit of that and brought it back. And up here, this is where I started, so there's no bookmarks up in that area. But there is a lot of stuff for me to go mining for already, so I don't have to worry about that. Also, when I got into this area, you can see there's a different type of trees here. I found it was white cedar, white elm, and willow. So I've got a few new types of trees. I haven't planted those saplings yet, so I will need to get those. Now, as far as, I guess this here, I made a food prep area, so I'm making sandwiches now for eating. I took some corn, made it into cornbread, and then I'm taking venison, green beans, plums, and onions right now and making sandwiches. This was a suggestion during the live stream, and it was actually a suggestion from the modpack creator, or one of the modpack creators, to take sandwiches in a vessel, and it's kind of like a lunchbox, so that's kind of nice. I can carry around a lot of food, and I don't have to worry about it spoiling quite as rapidly, because these sandwiches do kind of spoil pretty fast. But as you can see, my garden is absolutely huge now. I don't think we're going to be able to harvest the majority of this, but we've got a lot of sugarcane, oats, corn, onions, yellow and red peppers, carrots, all kinds of stuff here. So green beans, soybeans, barley. There's a lot of stuff here. I've also got a lot of berry bushes. I've already harvested some plums off of these. That's what I'm using for my sandwiches. And then I also got a couple more green apple trees. I have some cherry trees, and I got some olive trees as well. So hopefully our food situation will be good, because when winter comes, we're not going to be able to find much for food. So yeah, starting out today now, what I want to do is we're going to look at the quest book. We completed several quests during the live stream, and I was waiting for now to collect those rewards. So we have 4 quests with unclaimed rewards in the casting age. So if we come in here, we have the Wonders of Wood first, and now that you have a saw, you can finally craft chests. They are not that big, but are better than anything you have so far, and there should be a space there, but that's not bad. So we were just supposed to make a chest, and that's going to give us another chest and another full heart. So we'll go ahead and take that. And I really appreciated the comment. I can't remember if it was on the last video or the video before that, but we are able to complete quests to unlock the next one without claiming the reward. So that was kind of nice to know. But so then we have the wooden bucket, which I actually had to throw my wooden bucket away because I ran out of inventory space, but I figured it's not that hard to make. I think it takes 5 wooden planks to make it, but first we were supposed to make a wooden bucket. The wooden bucket is a simple solution to transfer cool liquids such as water, milk, and vinegar. It is unable to place source blocks. And I found out during the live stream that we need to get the blue iron bucket for source blocks of water, and we'll need the red iron bucket for, or maybe that's backwards. It's one of the two. It's red one is for like water, and the blue one is for lava, or the other way around. But then they wanted moving fresh water, so you can use a bucket to fill a barrel with fresh water or make dough with flour. So all we had to do was go over to the shoreline and fill our bucket up with water. So this is going to give us 8 more chestnut logs and another full heart. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Then we have barrels. So barrels are used for many things. They can hold more than a large vessel, and it is useful for making leather and alcohol. Whatever. Spelling is, there's a little bit of spelling errors here and there, but yeah, the guys are working on it, and it's still a great mod pack, don't get me wrong. So barrels can also be carried sealed on your back. So these barrels hold 10 buckets of liquid. I actually have 2 of them in the base with fresh water in them. It makes it to where I don't have to run all the way over to the shoreline if I need a drink. So that's kind of nice. But this is going to give us another full heart and another chestnut barrel. So we'll go ahead and take that one. Now up here we have hammer and chisel. So the chisel is a useful tool for smoothing stone and making bricks. To smooth stone, you will need a chisel and any hammer on your hotbar. Right-click the stone with the chisel, and you can pick it up with a pickaxe. Smooth stones are not affected by gravity. There are 4 chisel modes. You will have to rebind the mod button. Smooth mode smooths raw stone. Stair mode will remove 1/8 of the block at a time. Slab mode will shave 1/8 slices off of the block. Detailed mode allows you to chip away tiny bits. be aware you can't chisel any raw stone that has 2 or more pieces of raw stone above it. This task accepts copper or bronze chisels. So that was the chisel that I made. We're going to get some andesite and a full heart, and then we get our choice of a quarter heart, shale, or basalt. And I'm not entirely sure what I want to take here. I think I might take the quarter heart simply because we've already got that 1 quarter heart, and I did die a couple of times. So I think I'm going to take that. And yeah, we'll have to look into some of these other quests here in a little bit. Now, grinding with the quern, we're pretty close on this one. So first, the quern stone. So quern is a stone tool for hand grinding a wide variety of materials. You will need the stationary quern block and the hand stone, which goes inside on the topmost slot. To craft the quern, you will need a smooth stone with a chisel. To craft the hand stone, you will need to get stone blocks. To do so, you must mine around a stone block until you remove all other connecting blocks. When the last block is removed, it will drop as a stone block. So I already have done this. So if we come down here inside the base, you can see I've got my quern down here in the bottom. And I've already ground up, that's how I made my bread. I ground up some corn and made cornmeal, combined that with water, got flour, and then cooked that, or dough, and cooked that dough in the fire pit. Now, somewhere around here, I had some oats, I thought. But it seems like I have lost them. So, oh, there it is, oat grain. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I have to unseal that. So we're going to take out one of these stacks of oat grain, and then we will go ahead and just toss these back in here and seal that back up. So the other thing that we needed to do with this, we needed grinding flour. With the quern, you can now turn the rye grain from earlier into rye flour. Place the rye grain into the quern on the left and close the inventory. Once again, that's inventory. Then right-click on the wooden handle to grind the rye into flour. So we need to make some rye flour. I think that this oat flour should work, so we're going to go ahead and put this in here. And, yep, so this is kind of annoying. You have to get to where you're looking right at the top of the crank, crosshairs right on the top of the crank, and then right-click. Otherwise, it will open the inventory, but this will turn around for a little bit, and we'll get some flour. So now if we look at our quest book, no, it wants rye flour. So that kind of stinks because this flour does not keep as good as the grain itself. But we're going to go ahead and put this grain into the, or flour into the vessel here. And yep, we'll have to deal with that when we finally get some rye. So our rye out here is only at 26% growth. So hopefully we can get a harvest off of that, or we can find some out in the world somewhere. So looking at the rest of the quest book, oh, and this is something else. I have 1 wrought iron ingot. I killed a zombie and he dropped that for me. So I was kind of happy about that. So we're not able to continue on that quest. Now on the flux powder, this is for welding on an anvil. So flux powder used when welding in an anvil, as well as to create lime water. Flux is crafted by crushing chalk, dolomite, limestone, marble, or borax with a hammer. So I don't have access to any of those currently. Now I think that the marble is over in where is that? If I pull up the map here, I think I found some marble down in this, or marble dirt down in this area. So I may have to look around there. I think it was right here. If you look here, it looks like there's a straight line. I was taking up some clay there, and I think I got a piece of marble dirt, marble dirt there as well. So I don't know, that would possibly be something that I could look into. But right now we can't continue that one. And then the bronze also, we're stuck here because I have not found any tin or zinc. I have everything else that I need, but I have not found tin or zinc. So the limonite here, that is one that I found. That is iron, I believe. So we have magnetite. I know that one's iron. The hematite, that's the one that's just right over here, a little bit away from the base, and we have tons of copper. So I've been doing a lot of mining for the copper, and that's the reason I have so many copper tools here. But, yep, I think I'm going to do a little thinking about what to do next here, and I will be back in a little bit. So guys, just a little bit of an update here. It's been a couple of days since I recorded the last clip, and I've had a couple of live streams since then, and we did a lot of exploring. If we take a look at the map here, yeah, I went all over the world basically, looking for that limestone or marble so that we could make the flux, but what I found instead was sphalerite, which is zinc. And also, somewhere in the live stream, I found some rich bismuthinite, and I don't recall where I found that at. I may have to go and take a look at the footage from the live stream. But so we have what we need now to make our bismuth bronze. So we're going to go ahead and get that set up. A couple other things, as you can tell, I got a wolf. So this girl has been following me around quite a bit. She's slowly healing back up now. She ran into the blackberry bushes over here that I found. And, yep, got a few more types of trees. We've got hickory. Don't remember what this one is. Aspen, I think. Yep, we got aspen, hickory. And then also we've got the white cedar. The willow. And the white elm. So we gained a few more types of wood and a few more berry trees, I believe. But we got tons and tons of food in storage now. I actually had to set up a second pot because this one's completely full of food now. So we should have plenty of food to last us through the winter, especially if we can get any amount of harvest from our garden. So the first thing that I'm going to do here, we got some rye somewhere. So let me just take a look here and see. Okay, here's the rye grain. Guess I gotta unseal that. So we can actually make our rye flour now. And, yep, so let's go ahead and toss our rye grain in here. And now we will go ahead and grind that up. Now I've got tons and tons of seeds here. I've found some tomatoes and potatoes, rice, soybeans, sugarcane, squash, wheat, peppers, yellow and red. Somewhere there's some red ones. Barley, cabbage, carrots, garlic, jute, maize, oats, rice. So, I mean, we've got tons and tons of seeds now, so we shouldn't have any issue with that. So now we have our rye flour. So let's take a look at the quest book here. And we should, yeah, we actually have 3 with unclaimed rewards now. So let's go ahead and go in here. So we have grinding with the quern. So we needed to get the rye flour. We've got that, so that's going to give us 2 full hearts. So we'll go ahead and grab that reward. Then we have making bread. So with the quern, you can now turn the rye grain into, or the rye grain from earlier into rye flour. Place the rye grain into the quern on the left and close the inventory. Someone forgets the N all the time. It's INVENTORY. Whatever. Then right-click on the wooden handle to grind the rye into flour. Place the flour and a bucket of fresh water in your crafting grid to make flour. Cook the flour in a fire pit to make bread. So I did that during a live stream. So sorry if you weren't at the live stream, but yeah, we took care of that there. And then the next thing is making dough. Now that you have flour, combine it with fresh water to make dough. So I did that. And raising bread, cook the dough in a fire pit, to turn it into bread. So this is going to give us some sylvite. I don't know what that is. A full heart, and then possibly some salt, a quarter heart, or more sylvite. So let's take a look at what is this sylvite. So sylvite, what are you? So this can be ground into fertilizer. Interesting. So we would get 4 fertilizer from the sylvite, and there doesn't seem to be any way to get that. So, I don't know if that's really worth it, but yeah, I think we may take an additional sylvite just because. So now we've got that one taken care of, and then we have sandwiches. So once again, this was taken care of during the live stream. So putting food together. You can prepare food on any log or stone surface. To do so, right-click it with a knife. Place the bread, fish, and potato supplied from the last quest into the food prep. I don't remember getting fish and potatoes from that. Okay, well, whatever. And click Create to make a sandwich. So once again, this will give us some sylvite, rock, salt, rock. Or another quarter heart. I think we're going to take the sylvite again. I just don't know what else we want to work on. So now we have the bronze. So we're going to have to make a bronze ingot. So we've got a couple of things to do here, but first we're going to go ahead and eat these hearts. So now, just to let you know, there's been a couple of deaths during the live streams and times between live streams. So yeah, I think at least 3 deaths, possibly 4. I had 2 of them that I fell down a ravine, and 1 that I was shot by a skeleton. So, yep, that wasn't all that great. But I think somewhere in here I have that other flour. So let's go ahead and grab this oat flour and the rye flour. We'll go ahead and make some bread here because I think that would be a good idea. And then also, I think I have some, oat grain in here. And some oat flour. Didn't realize I had made oat flour. Well, no. Yeah, that's rice grain, not oat flour. Well, whatever. So we'll go ahead and stack these together. No, we can't do it right there. So we'll stack these together. Oh, no. Oh, well. Okay, well, we'll remove our decay, and then can we stack them together? Oh, that's oat and wheat. What? I am not looking very closely, apparently. So let's see here. Somewhere around here, I thought I had a whole bunch more grain. So I've got barley. Got a whole bunch of barley. Apparently not. So, but anyway, we are going to go ahead and move on to making the bronze. So I'm going to get everything together, put it into a vessel so that we can make our bronze, and I'm also going to make this flour into bread just so that we don't have that go to waste. So I'm going to gather all of that stuff up, and I will see you guys in just a little bit. So guys, I've got everything together here. I went ahead and did a little bit of math, and based on the nuggets that I've got here, I had to set up a mix like this. So I have 2 of the rich sphalerite, which are 75 a piece. I have 12 of the small bismuthinite, which are 10 a piece, 6 native copper at 50, and 3 at 10. So if you add this all up, this is 600 units. And then if you divide each one out, it comes to 25% sphalerite or zinc, 20% bismuth, and 55% copper. So if we take a look at our bismuth bronze here, we need 20 to 30 on the zinc, which we have 25. 50 to 65 on the copper, which we have 55, and 10 to 20 on the bismuth, which we have 20. So this will work just fine. So basically all that we have to do now is deal with rain. But we're going to come out here, and we've got a bell pepper there. But we're going to just dig a hole here. And yeah, the dog was annoying me, so I went ahead and turned down friendly creatures, and apparently some other things have been turned down with that. Now, one thing that I did forget to do here, and apparently I'm hungry, so let's go ahead and grab a sandwich here real quick. Oops. But one thing that I did forget to do was make my ingot molds, and I want to have at least 3 of those ready for me when I put this in the ground. So the ingot mold, let's take a look at that. No. So let's try clay, because I know it's in there. So here in the clay mold. So this is just a simple make a circle type deal, but it's not quite. We have to knock off one side. No? Well, what do we need then? I don't see anything else. So maybe we have to leave the extra? Yes, we do. That's kind of weird, but yeah, that's a little bit of a glitch in any eye. But so we'll make a few of these because we'll have 6 ingots, and that means we will need to grab some extra straw and wood here. So we'll go ahead and grab a little bit more of that, and yep. One thing that I was told to do here was make my fire pits diagonal from each other, and that will make it to where you get, oops, I put the molds in the chest instead of the clay balls. Yeah, that's pretty typical of me. So let's go ahead and swap that around. But if you put your pit kilns like this diagonal from each other, apparently they will light each other when you put everything together, so that will be fine by me. So we'll go ahead and throw all of our straw in here, we'll throw all our wood in here, light this, and we're gonna wait for this stuff to burn up. And yep, as soon as that's done, I'll let you know. And we better get the dog away from here too. Come on, Dougie. Come on, Dougie. Get away from there, come on! Silly dog. You're gonna end up dying. Alright, be back in a bit, guys. So our pit kilns just went out. So, whoop. Oh, good. Good, I got everything back. But, so, what we're gonna do here, we're just going to go ahead. We've got 600 units of bismuth bronze here. And I forgot, you can't do that. So let's see here, let's go ahead and grab an empty hand. And we're just going to make all of these into bismuth ingots. Now we could have made some tools out of this, and we probably will in the future. I will just use probably the same mix, if not a larger mix, from this point on. But yeah, we'll go ahead and grab all of these, and then we will grab our quest. And I was kind of looking at the quest book in between clips, and I think we are going to go ahead and do the... Oh, well, we gotta wait for that to cool down. Okay. So, looking at the quest book, though, I think we want to do the charcoal pits as well. So, for that, we're going to need a lot of wood. Now, I do have quite a bit here, but I don't know that I have as much as I really want, because we need to make piles of, piles and piles of wood. So, we're going to gather up a whole bunch of this, and I think we can just grab a lot of this stuff. I'm going to leave that one above the door. But what we have to do is dig a hole, put the wood down into it, light it, and then cover it back up. So that's not exactly a fun thing to do, but we will go ahead and get that done. But let's see here. Have these cooled down enough that we can pop them out of their molds yet? Yes, it looks like it. So we'll go ahead and grab these, and now we should be able to complete that quest. And I'm really surprised these aren't stacking, but I guess it's because they're different colors. But so now if we look at our quest book, we should have bronze. So this gives us 8 copper and a full heart, and then we get to choose between cassiterite, which I believe is tin. Yes, it says tin up here. Copper or quarter heart. Now we have not found cassiterite yet, so we're going to go ahead and take that one. So we still have a little ways to go on some of this other stuff. We definitely need to get our flux powder going, but we are going to set up for the charcoal pits now. So we're going to go ahead and do that in this same spot. I don't know how big of a pit we want to make, but we don't want to go too big. Our biggest problem here is going to be collapse of the ground around it. So let's see here. We have enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piles in here. So this will be just fine. So we'll go ahead and place down a couple of these. And let's see here. We have this. And then we need some more. So, yeah. I don't think I quite calculated this right, but I think it said we need at least 4 in each one, so that shouldn't be too tough to deal with. And then we'll go ahead and place a couple more here. Whoops. That wasn't what I wanted to do. So, can we place this? No. We have to fill that one up. There we go. No, still not. So that kind of stinks. There we go. Now we can place that. We'll place that in here. Ooh. There. So now the way that you do this, you place dirt on just about all of it, you throw a torch on top, it'll start the thing on fire, and I don't know if it shows any, there it goes. So once it starts on fire, then you just cover it up, and it should be burning, I think. So we'll let this sit here. I think it said it takes 18 hours to burn. So 18 hours, so yep, I guess we will wait through the night and probably till about noon for that to be done. So I should be seeing smoke particles, but I'm not. But if this is wrong, we'll just do it again. So I'll see you in a little bit. So guys, as you can see, our spot where we did the charcoal pit has caved in, so we are going to go ahead and dig the dirt off the top of this, and you can see now we have charcoal here. So what we can do is we can sit here and just take this off layer by layer and get charcoal out of this. And we just broke our shovel. So yep, that's what we do with that. So let's take a look at the quest book. And that will give us 16 oak logs and a full heart. So let's go ahead and claim that reward. And that still did not unlock any more quests here. So, yep, we're going to have to find that flux powder because that is very definite, or the stones to make that flux powder, because that is definitely what is holding us up currently. But we have run out of time for today. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!